NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaws. I got you. Snap.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They run with Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Any weapons?
Check 24. Check 24. Check.
Bravo.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here. Go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Go.
Check 13. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, baby.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Speed grip, speed grip.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
On the set.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Ready?
Lock to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
X3, 218, chop it. Back, rock it.
Off play action. Nolan lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's it. Big hit.
Ready up.
Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59.
2 jet bombers. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Falcons nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
All day, dog.
Hey, Zoo. Hit it.
On play action, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Locke off a play action. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
looking to throw on second down. Nolan lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
70,
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
From the gun, Nolan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed. Check.
Defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Big edge.
General West. Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
5.
55. Watch the backer. Wide. Get wide. Deuce.
Topper.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Alpha. Now.
From midfield, here's Locke. This is caught by Robinson. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Locke now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Check 52.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd and 7, Locke eluding the pressure. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. They fake the handoff, now Lock. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
70, Indy. Pick me up. Here we go. Smooth. Now.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Bound to lose one.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Lock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. First and 10 at the 19. Throwing on first down is Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
58 is the mic.
Go 58 to the mic. Stop your whining. 58.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lock. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Clock now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Past the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Zoo. Hey, check right. Yep. Watching the drive.
Here we go.
Mike, get it.
Now lock again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's locked. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
Check, 59. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Nolan. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 59 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, orbit. 58
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Haywood.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Nolan, and this one complete to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Nolan. And that is incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They look to throw. It's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side.
Block now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Throwing on second down. Locke. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that's complete. It's Watson. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. On first and 10. Locke. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Locke, he's going to float this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Abdullah. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Clock now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35. Yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to right side with Murray. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Abdullah. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made that time by Anthony Ball.
I got you, boy.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Ready up.
51's the money.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.